luck, huh?
We didn't even try.
Why not?
There's a shark out there.
A big one.
No kidding.
We just saw him.
A really big one.
Maybe 12 feet.
How'd you know it was a shark?
Because it was.
Well, what if I told you all the sharks left these waters about a month ago, headed south for the winter?
Then I'd tell you, somebody didn't tell this guy they were going. You think I'm making it up?
No, but I don't think you saw a shark. I bet you saw a porpoise, a dolphin, or something.
No, it wasn't. Okay. A porpoise has a triangular dorsal fin that looks like this. A shark's dorsal fin looks like this. And this is what we saw.
It's hard to tell the difference sometimes, even for an old fisherman like me.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go swimming now for anything. Come on, Sammy.
Waiting, maybe?
Most shark attacks occur in 3 feet of water, within 10 feet of shore. So long, mister.
Bye.
I'm sorry I'm late. I fixed lunch.
Well, where is it?
You just had breakfast. Hey, come on. You want to go swimming?
Cautiously. Cautiously.
Why cautiously?
It's cold!
Coward! Come on.
I don't believe it. Oh, no. Come on. No. Come on. Oh, you're going to pay for this. You're going to pay.
No!
I'm freezing.
Delia?
What? Okay, I'm okay. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I know you hate this, but everything's a mess. I can't help it.
Your investments.
I lost everything.
Then I would suggest it's time to get out of the market unless you want to end up like your friend, Johnny Ryan.
You don't care, do you?
Frankly, no.
But you don't understand, Roger. Commodities are my identity.
Strange. I thought you were Mrs. Coleridge.
Of course I am, but everything else, everything I've worked so hard for. How could I just lose it all? Just because I made a few little mistakes. I'm only human.
We're all only human, Dee.
That's right. And if you made a mistake, an error in judgment, medically speaking, not that you would or could, Dr. Roger, perfect, no, but if you did, you wouldn't just boom give up medicine.
Look, I am not interested in philosophical questions. I'm interested in breakfast.
Well, there isn't any.
I'm not surprised.
Well, why should I make breakfast? You don't even eat my dinners.
Well, I can take care of it myself, thank you.
I forgot to buy coffee. I'm sorry, and we're out of eggs.
Orange juice?
There's some bananas.
I had my fill of bananas last week, Delia, and I've also had my fill of your current attitude.
My attitude? I've been trying and trying, but do you pay attention? I made a whole souffle the other night. By the time you got over the phone, it flopped.
Yet another tragedy in her life.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that everything you do is fraught with drama. Only there's not one shred of honest caring underneath. Or any recognition that other human beings occasionally suffer as much as if not more than you do.
You don't know anything about my suffering.
I know what I care to. Delia, I'm putting you on notice. I can't live with your behavior. Now, either you decide to establish some priorities in your life with me and our marriage as part of them, or you can suffer elsewhere.
Roger.
I prefer that you were part of my future, but I can always get used to an alternate plan. It's no different than we're living right now.
Wait, where are you going?
Out for breakfast.
Well, can't you wait? Can we talk?
About commodities?
No, Roger. This is serious. I want to tell you about it.
You want me to rescue you? Well, you may have regressed to that point, Delia, but I haven't.
Not rescue, just give me advice.
Go see your broker. That's his business.
But that's what I have to tell you. He's part of the problem.
Then it's time to change brokers, sweetheart. Hi.
Hello.
Any news about Kimberly?
No, not a word. In fact, objectively speaking, this may have been one of the worst nights of my life. Coffee.
Thank you. Well, you're amazing. Your world is falling apart, and yet you managed to have a splendid breakfast ready, even though you didn't know I was coming.
Oh, my world isn't falling apart. It doesn't do that. My self-image may be suffering a bit.
From?
Oh, lack of sleep, overanalyzing, remorse.
Over Kim or Frank?
Both. I spent most of the night thinking about the kind of person I am. Tell me something straight, Roger. Am I as selfish and destructive as I suspect I am this morning?
I think you're lovely.
What is it?
I think that anyone who can ask themselves that question and ask for a truthful answer certainly can be whatever she wants to be.
Meaning I am selfish and destructive.
And you've done a few rotten things, but so have I.
Which is why we get along so well. You know, one of the things I love about you is that you can tell me the truth and I still feel better about myself.
Oh, thank you. So, tell me some more about your negative feelings.
Well, I still feel pretty rotten about what I did to Frank. It was a fairly ugly scene. Watching him. So beautiful and dignified on the screen, giving up everything he'd worked for just because I got jealous and angry.
That's over, Ray. You can't fix that.
I know. And then my daughter shows up on my doorstep just to remind me of the mess that I've made in that direction. And before I get a chance to deal with it, where the hell is she? A 17-year-old girl out there wandering around for 48 hours just because I still don't have a place for her in my life?
Ray, if she's anything like you, she'll manage.
Well, she's managing to evade my detectives very nicely. Unless... Damn it.
Did she have any money with her?
Some.
Then undoubtedly she will return when she runs out. And in her case, Ray, you have a chance to fix things.
How you feeling?
Fine.
No headaches?
Nope. A little, but not enough to keep me from going home.
Home?
Well, out of here. Can I leave yet?
Not quite yet. We have to know who you are, who your next of kin are, and what to do with you.
Why?
Because you're a minor.
I am not.
Look, somebody's wondering where you are.
We went through this last night. I'm not telling you. She'll send me back.
Back where?
Back to the Midwest, which is boring. It's flat and dull, and I hate it.
Well, you certainly found some excitement last night, didn't you?
I did a dumb thing, and I learned a lesson. I'm a quick study. It won't happen again. Now, will you let me out of here?
Not until you tell me who you are.
Who are you?
Dr. Adam Cohen.
Are you married?
Nope,
Girlfriend?
not yet.
Why not?
She went out west to seek her fortune.
She's insane. What do you do when you're not a doctor?
One thing about being a first-year resident is you're always a doctor.
It's terrible. Don't you ever get to have any fun?
I'm a crazy kind of girl.
Hello. Come on. Don't say a word. I know exactly how you feel.
I lost it all, everything you loaned me.
Not to worry. There's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
No, we'll discuss that later. Come on, first things first. Breakfast.
Oh, how beautiful.
Sure. Orange juice to raise your blood sugar. Champagne to raise your spirits. We have to do something to get back your usual level of optimism.
You always help with that. I haven't had champagne for breakfast in a long time. Not since... Well, not for a long time.
A happier time?
Oh, so many things have changed lately.
Well, that happens. And it's not always bad. Here you are. What? What is it?
Just a little nervous, I guess.
Don't be.
Well, that's easier said than done.
Are you afraid of me? I thought you liked me.
Oh, I do. That's sort of what I'm afraid of. I like you. And, what'd you call it? The ambiance here.
Well, that's wonderful. Then the only question is, where do we go from here?
Well, out of wool, that's for sure.
I'm glad to see you haven't lost your sense of humor.
Thank you. I do feel better than I did this morning. I mean, see, the trouble is that, you and all this makes me feel good, and that could be bad.
What could be bad about feeling good?
Just that I'm a married woman, and I love my husband, even if he's being awful.
Then he doesn't deserve you.
Oh, yes, he does. You know, Roger and I had something that I didn't have with any of the other guys I was married to. He's been my salvation, sort of, and I'm afraid I've made a terrible mistake not being honest about this. The commodities, I mean, how I lost and then how I borrowed from you.
I see no reason why that shouldn't be our secret.
Well, because Roger and I have always been honest. And I really would like to tell him. I even tried, but now he's so mad at me, he won't even listen.
That's what I'm here for. To listen. And to help wherever I can. Here. Now, you just finish this. And we'll discuss extending your credit line. And where we go from here.
Not being very cooperative.
That's right. But neither are you. You won't tell me a thing about yourself.
I think maybe I'm not enough of an authority figure.
What does that mean?
It means I'm going to ask the head of the department to drop by and explain a few rules and regulations.
You and your rules and regulations. I bet you never broke a rule in your life. I bet you never even got a parking ticket. And I bet you're right. I bet anything you don't have any fun.
The ironic part is that it wasn't just for her sake that I kept my distance from her. I knew I'd be a terrible mother and a worse influence. So I cut out and I left her to Mama, who was delighted. Hey, she turned out just like me anyway, willful, manipulative, and stubborn.
Is she also beautiful?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's a beautiful kid. And spirited. You know, if I weren't so scared about her, I would actually be proud for knowing exactly what she wants. Of course she's going to be an actress.
Well, that's a talent that clearly runs in the family. Look, is there any point in my saying that you're not entirely responsible for Kim's personality? I mean, presumably she did have a father.
Ah, he was so insignificant, his genes had to be totally recessive. No, she's my responsibility. I've spent most of my adult life running away from that fact, but I feel totally inadequate for the job. I feel inadequate about a lot of things these days. When I think about Frank and all that,
Then I suggest you don't think. What you need is a distraction from your worries about Kimberly, your guilt over Frank, something to make you feel nothing less than good about yourself. Because there are so many things that you do so very well.
oh.
What if the perfect guy for you is in LA or DC or New York City? Get ready to take a holiday, a new original reality series, all new tonight at 10 on SoapNet.